Everybody, welcome to the dive for today. My name is Law of Tsunami. You've probably seen me lurking around a bit if you're on Twitter or the like, but if you haven't met me yet, I'm a digital diver into the LGXCs of video game culture and history, an amateur video game historian, and I just really like video games. So, these streams are going to be all about that. And tonight, we're going to be starting something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. On the spurring of my friend Black Cat, I am starting to do a full-blown LP. Take up one of my slots of streams, and hopefully make it all the way through. Death Stranding, thankfully, from what I've done, is quite fun for that. So, I have no real word of how to do this, but quite frankly, I'm going to have a lot of good time for it. That was not even words. There's my face. Hello. If you're going to be here, if you're not new, and also speaking of people that are new here, thank you very much for the follows. Amranai, Fragilities, and Takoyaki Mom. I know the name Amranai. You're one of the artists I've seen on the internet, and I think I followed you for a while. But thank you very much for the follows. I do appreciate it. Hopefully, we can make it to about 200 by the end of the month. That's my next goal. But every follow definitely helps, and I do appreciate all y'all being here. This may be a bit of a slower and a little bit more somber kind of game, at least that we're usually used to, and especially since last one, where last game was all about like hyper fast, hyper movement kind of game. This is not the same. I'm not going to be talking all the way through this because there's going to be a lot of voice acting and the like, but keep in mind this definitely is a Hideo Kojima game, as the screen might imply. It is definitely going to be a very interesting game to be doing, because it is both very isolated and also very connected to a lot of other players. I'll see if I can explain what's going on. If you've never heard of Death Stranding is UPS Simulator, to put a very satirical tone on it. It is, on its surface, about delivering packages from one place to another. And normally that would be very, 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 very succinct way of putting it, but there's so much more to it. And so much more in very interesting ways. So I hope that during the game you'll be having fun with learning about it. I haven't beaten it myself, though I have gotten a significant way through on a PS4 account that my roommates have. I haven't gotten to it on PC, however. So this will be a little bit more different than I'm used to. Right, give me a second. Also, apologies in advance if the performance isn't the best. Apparently, Decima Engine is a little bit hard on my system. So we'll see how it goes. There we go. I actually like this layout. It looks really nice. Hot damn. Anyway, most of this is going to be pretty fun, so I'm going to do the notifications real quick. Thank you for the follow, Emranai. Thank you for the follow, Fragilities. I know I already thanked you, but I'm doing it again. And thank you for the follow, Takoyaki Mom, since the last time we streamed. I hope you guys enjoy. And as always, welcome to the convocation. Enjoy your dive. For now, let's see if we can get started. Starting a new game. Your game will be saved automatically, overriding your previous save data. Are you sure you want to proceed? Yes. We'll be playing on normal. Choose the difficulty level at which the game will be played. This can be changed at any time via the options menu. I'm going to go with normal. Recommended for those who have some familiarity with action games. Strikes a balance between challenging gameplay and ability to enjoy the story. And we can change it like it says at any time. I'm going to go with large text so we can look at it. Yeah, large text should be better. And hopefully the running should be good. Hopefully. If I say I really like Hideo Kojima as a artist and as a game producer. And when Death Stranding came out, I was very pleasantly surprised to find it was very good, but very different than I was used to. And it's that difference that actually made it very interesting for me to play. So I'm going to be doing my best to try to show you, or at least, have that experience imparted to you as well. As always, if you are new to the channel, there is also a Discord that you can follow. It is using the !Discord. There should also be a link to it in the About section, where you'll be able to join in with calls if you so desire. I think Rosefire Art should be joining us later on. There are, I think, also Vix Hellfire, depending on how good their internet is, may join us as well. I usually have a policy of if you enjoy hanging out, That is terrifying. Good job, idiot.
No. Oh, great. Fuck.
Here we go. Alright, how are we doing on stream? About 50 FPS. Okay, cool. Alright. Okay, cool. We have everything we need. Sadly, I'm not going to really have an ability to move the screen, but I'm going to read out what it says. The Odra deck can scan for cargo tags. Each piece of cargo has a tag attached. You might also be saying, this looks pretty normal. But when you start looking at things, this is your Odra deck. It's a scanner for the environment and everything. Looking for these. You'll sometimes find cargo from abandoned deliveries dotted about the landscape. Delivering this cargo to its intended destination in good condition will make you very popular indeed. We're looking for the ones that have the tags on our heads-up display. We don't want to stay out of the rain too long. And if the rain can, oh hey. Okay, why is it raining? Oh, boo. Yep, jump climb. Not terribly difficult yet, and it's not going to get terribly difficult.
The rain over there.
No, I'm not even moving it. There's our boy. CPU drop, but whatever. That's really distinctive, actually. Holy shit. That deer is gonna be fucking dead in a second. There's each step, my controller is like vibrating like a motherfucker too. Like these are big things. Also, begs the question, why would you take your shirt off when there's shit like this outside? Prologue. Porter.
I think they're gone. What the hell? Didn't mean to grab you so hard. Tears. A chiral allergy. So, you have dooms, like me.
I've got the extinction factor, but I think you got me beat.
What's your level? You can see them, right?
No, but I can sense them.
Level 2, then.
What are you doing here?
Trying to stay dry. Same as you. Time falls let up. My name is Fragile.
Yeah, I've heard of you.
That right? Sam Porter Bridges. The man who delivers.
The protagonist, also.
You want it? A crypto byte a day keeps the time fall away.
I'd rather not think of what they're actually chewing on.
Wanna come work for me? Must be tough out here on your own.
Yeah, I thought Fragile Express had plenty of people.
Plenty of traitors. Not much left of us now, save for a few honest folks. And on top of that, not much left of me either. Got soaked from neck to toe.
I can't help you with that. I make deliveries, that's all.
This is Bridges Central Dispatch. Freelance contractor Sam Porter Bridges. Receiver is standing by for drop.
Headed into town. Watch yourself. Those things never stay gone for long.
Sorry if I'm also doing not too much talking.
The time full fast forwards whatever it touches. But it can't wash everything away. The past just won't let go. I'll see you around. Sam Porter Bridges.
So the game is going to be about delivering packages and navigating the environment, but it's also going to have an interesting story along with. Order number 1, smart drug delivery. Deliver 1 or more consignments of smart drugs. The blood and stamina gauges. The red bars are blood gauge. When it reaches 0, Sam will die. Pardon me, the blue bars are stamina gauge. As this gauge depletes, Sam moves more slowly, and maintaining his balance is harder. Here we get our first... There we go. That's the thing we're looking for. Right now it's going to be a little easy, but not as easy as you might think. Slow down. Yoji Shinkawa. There we go. The endurance gauge appears above the stamina gauge when performing actions that wear on Sam's body. When the gauge fully depletes, Sam can no longer bear his load. Be sure to take a break before this happens. Usually this endurance gauge appears when we are currently in like rivers or things that we need to struggle against, or going up river or uphill. It doesn't look terribly complex now, but I promise you it's going to get complex in a bit. Or eventually, my apologies. But for now, just gotta find that. I know where the last one is. It's right it's right over near the entrance. For now, it's gonna be a lot of maneuvering and walking around and adventuring. But yeah, this is one of my favorite games for a very odd reason. And I'll see if I can get to it as we keep playing. Yeah. Let's... Losing too much blood, you kill the moves become sluggish and make it harder to keep your balance. You encrypt a bio to rapidly restore your blood levels. We're gonna be able to save these later, but for now I'm not really here for them. I'm just picking these up. We can save these later on for health, and we're gonna need them, but we can't really save them yet. I don't think there's any other things in the area. I lied. You also might notice if we scan backwards, we can also see our trail and everything. And this will come into play later, but... for now, let's just make our way into the core city and see what happens. Okay, I'm pretty sure I didn't hit the button, but okay. Oh yeah, I'm a little bit high. Don't be so sick. Yeah. There we go. I think this is okay, yeah, we can cross this. There we go. So wait for a bit. Basically, the soldier check is going to be allowing us to be able to get a better idea of how we can traverse the environment. Because the more we traverse the environment, the harder it's going to be. And we're not as expendable, or we're not really expendable, but our packages are exceptionally not. There we go. This also does a really interesting thing with with the cargo we carry, because we can carry some on our back, quite a lot actually, but not everything. And I'll show you what we mean when we get later. Right now we're gonna be fine, like I said. I'm gonna pick that up. Oh. There we go.
Beginning scan. Cargo verified. Thank you.
There we go. Carrying too much cargo will make it easier to lose your balance. If you find yourself swaying left or right, use LT or RT to shift your weight in the opposite direction to recover balance. Makes sense so far. So it's going to make turning and everything pretty difficult. Now keep in mind, this is done by the same guy who was doing Metal Gear Solid for quite a while, so movement's going to be interesting. And I promise you, it's. I know I'm saying I promise you it's gonna get more complex, but this is the prologue for a reason. These are gonna get pretty familiar with. These are our delivery centers. Try holding it down until the terminal responds. Yep. So I want to deliver basically everything. We got our 4 smart drugs, got ration packs, disc media, and emergency provisions.
Delivering cargo.
Hi, Mama.
What took you so long? It's not like the legend to come in late.
Had to wait out the storm. Lost my bike.
Sounds like you've been through the ringer. Luckily, our goods are in perfect condition. Well, you did keep us waiting, but everything else seems to be in perfect order, so great work. We'll be awaiting the next delivery.
I'm gonna let this run for now. It'll also give me a rundown of my route that I took. Doesn't really do anything for the likes, but it's good to track. Hell yeah. You might also be asking, what's those likes for? Well, they're likes. Put auto skip on. And the more deliveries we do, the more of our rating goes up. These are going to be important because they allow us to have upgrades as well.
Special commission for Sam Porter Bridges. Priority 1.
Coward Protocol Online, SND. There's going to be a lot of walking and talking for a second. And a little bit of a lore dump of what's going to be going on. Hey, it's Beer Stormer.
Bridges corpse disposal. Sam Porter, I presume? Right. Not the touchy-feely type. Document said you had some kind of phobia.
Bridges corpse disposal? What happened?
Look, gotta get a move on. I'll explain as we go. Come on.
Usually we don't deliver corpses, as Norman Reedus.
Come and take a look.
This is where the fun
He's got a
begins.
date with the incinerator.
How long since he flatlined?
I don't know the exact TOD, but I'd say it's been upwards of 40 hours.
He wasn't quarantined.
Not sick. This is a suicide.
Oh, Jesus.
We're just lucky we found him at all. Got him on ice ASAP, but who knows when he'll go necro.
Where are you taking them?
Closest incinerators to the north.
This route's crawling with BTs. Sure you can't use another?
I wish I could, but there's no time.
Then just burn the poor bastard right here.
Put all that chiralium in the air so close to town? Can't do it.
Better that than trying for the incinerator.
Hey, we can do this. We just need someone like you with dunes.
Well, he's already in the first stages of necrosis. If we don't hurry, this place is a crater.
So how about it? Can we count on you? Then Bridges hereby enters into a contract with Sam Porter.
Sam. Just Sam. And I can't spot BTs. Just sense them.
That's why we came prepared.
A bridge baby, huh?
With its helping you, we'll be able to stay one step ahead of them.
Oh yes, baby in a jar time.
Makes me feel like shit every time.
Well, you are plugging into the other side. Freaks me out too.
Roll out!
And this is a fucked up world if we have to burn bodies immediately or else it turns into craters. So, here's a bit of a lore dump here. And if you didn't know this was done by Hideo Kojima already, it's done by Hideo Kojima.
You know, the world was different when I was a kid. America was a country. Anybody could go anywhere they damn well pleased. No need for couriers like yourself. We had highways, airplanes. Hell, you could even visit other countries. Hard to imagine it now. As you can see, the Death Stranding poked us full of holes. Fucked us beyond all recognition. And if you were lucky enough to survive, the timefall came and washed you away. Then those freaks from the beach showed up. The worlds of the living and the dead all mixed together. And that's when folks started holing up in the cities. Couriers like yourself got put up on a pedestal. Son of a bitch. Rainbow!
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Further to the incinerator. This guy's about to pop.
Shit. We're gonna have to cut to the BTs.
Here we go! Oh, that's not good.
The engine stalled.
Those assholes got us right where they want us. Get us out of here.
Oh yeah, get used to that sound, by the way.
Didn't see anything.
There's that rainbow.
No, nothing.
Yeah, BTs are right around them.
BB must be busted or something.
Uh-oh. Oh, no, 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 no. on, dude, you got this. Never mind, no you don't. It's horror time, baby! And this is why BTs are scary. Imagine an enemy you can't see, can't sense, and that does physically attack you. Sparkle blood. Hi, Yuri. Also, Jameski.
Shit, they're here. I can't get you out! Sam!
Shut up. Don't even breathe.
Now he's aging so quickly. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Interesting.
Surrounded.
That's fucked. Oh, hey! Oh, that's not good. Why would you do that? Oh, no, 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 no. Why would you ditch it? Warning, this guy is going to start stabbing himself in a few seconds. If you do not like this, please turn away now. Also, that's terrifying. Uh-oh. Wait, hold on, Poogle, is this your first time? Hold on, Poogle, is this your very first time, like, doing anything Death Stranding related? I'm not a fan of horror games. This is less of a horror game. It's very much more of a mystery adventure game. Lack of a better why does he have the Cupid already? Well, I just noticed something. Give me a second. Like, the horror is heavy in the beginning until, like, it, like, runs its course and then it goes, okay, deal with it. So I'm trying to remember what the actual, like, meaning of this scene was. There was a meaning for it. I just completely forgot what the fuck it was. Oh! Right. The meaning is Norm Reedus' bare ass on the beach. Now, there is definitely a lot to unpack with this game, and hopefully, with enough time, I'll be able to help make it a little bit more understandable. Like, it's a lot more consistent in its logic than you might think.
Falling down, London Bridge is falling down.
Ah, yes, that bitch.
My fair lady.
Oh! Okay, now it makes sense. Okay, I got what this scene was meaning. Okay. Like, it legit just clicked in my head as to what it meant. All right. Sam is a repatriate, meaning that he can return to life in the place known as the Seam when he killed. In the Seam, follow the strand to guide Sam's soul back to his body to bring him back. I don't remember if there's anything in the Seam. But here's the baby. Also, the most criminally underused character in this game.
BB, can you hear me? Can you hear me? It's Daddy.
Ew. And yep.
Once there was an explosion. A bang which gave rise to life as we know it. And then came the next explosion. An explosion that will be our last.
So, I can explain a little bit better of what happened now that I get the concept. So, in this verse, bodies when killed, or when somebody dies, or when bodies are killed, they have about 3 days before they start decaying. Where if they decay and are not burned correctly, they turn into BTs. Beach things, effectively. The big monsters that are invisible that we can't sense because Sam only has the special powers, aka Dooms, in only a little bit of a level. The only one that could sense it was the one with the baby. And I mentioned that they're plugging into quote unquote the other side. It's heavily implied that the BTs are dead, like zombos, ghosts, what have you, but they cannot and should not touch human on their flesh. If they do, antimatter explosion. Hence why if they touch dead flesh, not so bad. But that's also why guy with the gun had killed his friend earlier when he was getting dragged away by them, and when he was about to be pulled up, had to too. He unfortunately did not manage to kill himself in time, but you know. Episode 1, Bridget.
Oh, you're awake. So, how does it feel to be back in the world of the living? Don't worry. I'm a doctor. Well, a coroner, originally. Call me Dead Man. I'm well acquainted with the dead. Not like you, of course. Contrary to the name, I've never actually died. I would advise against that. I'm no expert, but I can assure you it's for your own protection. See?
So I'm a prisoner.
These aren't handcuffs. They're cutting-edge devices that keep us all connected.
Us? Oh, us.
Yup. Bridges. Humanity's best hope for the future. Or avoiding extinction, if you prefer.
Right. Where am I? What time is it?
Watch me. Try pressing it against your skin, like this. Relax. That just means your body's got a good connection to the cufflink. Look, look. The cuffs will watch over you 24 hours a day. That is to say, we will. We're here to help.
What the hell? 2 days?
During that time, we took the liberty of collecting fluid samples from you. You're a repatriate. That makes you very special.
What happened to the CD guys?
Central Knot was obliterated. in the annihilation. Game over, man. Place is a crater. The only ones to get to continue were you, for obvious reasons, and your broken bridge baby.
Is it all right?
It's been marked for disposal. Didn't work anymore. Why keep it? We lost everyone. Not just corpse disposal. My team, HQ, all of Redefort, every soul in Central Knot City. We're at our base, in Capital Knot City now. Or should I say, our new headquarters. Sudbury seemed the logical choice. But our implementation team has been decimated. And there's only so much they can do in 2 days.
Ah, yes.
Things here are a mess. Fortunately, the director and his support team were out of town at the time, so the chain of command remains intact. I hate to do this so soon, but I have a job for you. This stencil is from when you repatriated? What's the other mark from?
A clinging woman in a cave.
I see. Aphenphosmphobia. No wonder you were out there alone, where no one could touch you. I'll try to be more careful, Sam. So, the job is an urgent delivery. I need you to bring the president some morphine.
What president? America's gone. You talking about the mayor of Central Knot?
No, not the mayor. America lives on, Sam. The president is in the final stages of cancer, in critical condition, but there's still time.
Why me?
Look, Sam. Do as I ask, and I promise it will all make sense.
Why don't you do it?
Because I'm not really here. Apologies. This is just a chiralgram. And here, come the tears. Allergic reaction to the chiral transmission. I'm actually over in the isolation ward in the big triangle building. Here is the morphine. Bridges hereby enters into a contract with Sam Porter.
Come on. You got morphine there. What's this about? Tell me the truth.
The truth, Sam, is that America's last president wants to see you in person. Are you really about to say no?
Press ganging me into doing work for you.
Very good. I'll see you in the isolation ward.
There we go. All right. Just put this on our back.
Verifying ID. Clear. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter.
Let's do an actual order.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Now you might have seen right now that it's a
Delivery order for Sam Porter Bridges. Request transport of morphine to isolation ward for immediate administration to the president. Check the map on your cufflinks if you're lost, Sam. The isolation ward should be pretty obvious.
you're not sure how to get there, you can set
Try
markers
it
in
out
front.
and you'll
There you
see
go.
what I mean.
Alright, so we can open our cufflinks, and this is our start menu. We have our map up here as well. Or we can draw a quick thing here, but we're not gonna right now. This is pretty obvious. This is where we gotta go. I'm just gonna be running around for a bit. Like I said, the first parts of it are gonna be pretty easy, and I've done them plenty of times. So this may not be terribly interesting, but we get to see a little bit of the Captain Knot City and what the world is here. Basic premise, like I said, is they're gonna be making.
Sam, if you want to confirm you're headed the right way, check your compass. It'll never steer you wrong. Provided you have a destination, that is.
And holding down LB, enters compass mode. Your keyboard, press G again to leave compass mode. This game is built to use controllers, and it works a lot better doing so. So I strongly recommend doing it if you're going to play this game. But it is a very interesting game that layers on itself very nicely.
Central wasn't just home to Bridges HQ. It was also the seat of the Reconstructionist movement. If the president hadn't required special treatment, she would have never left. And if she hadn't, we wouldn't have either.
So basically, it's luck that we're kind of still alive. Because otherwise, we would have gotten the entire bridges knocked out. But yeah, we're here. Isolation war, a lot of plots about to happen. And yeah, it's going to hit us with plot, like a front load of plot really early. But hopefully, you know, it'll help explain a lot more.
Like I said, her vital signs are all trending the same way.
No chance of a recovery then?
None that I can see. No.
We should start making preparations.
Sam. It's me, Dead Man. Sorry, my mistake. I'm afraid the president's condition has deteriorated. Thank you. This will help to ease the pain. And allow her to speak with you in these final moments.
Huh?
The first and last female president of the United States. Surely you remember her. She raised you? You're not exactly dressed for a reunion. Take that off before you come inside.
There we go. That connection level that you see with the stars is going to come in play later. But I'm going to skip over it a bit for now. Like I said, there's a lot of front-loaded plot in this game. Some of it's kind of on the nose. And I'll see if I can unravel it with you, or help you guys unravel it if you have questions.
That's the president's right-hand man. The director of bridges.
And the fucking coolest character in the game.
Die Hard Man?
Oh, you were with Bridges 1? So, I guess no introductions are necessary.
What's it been, Sam? 10 years? Look at us.
A bunch of deathless freaks meeting like this. Yeah, well, good to see you two. President's waiting. It's your mother, Bridget. She's a bit out of it, but I know she'll recognize you.
Madam President, we've brought Sam. We'll leave you two alone.
Sam, I knew you'd come back. Are you doing all right? Yeah, I know you hate me. Amelie.
Amelie?
You remember Amelie went west. Took her 3 years to cross. She's trying to rebuild the country.
Still going on about that, huh?
You're the one I wanted to send, Sam. Time's running out. Help Amelie. She needs you. Together, you can help us reconnect. You can make America whole. Sam, if we don't all come together again, humanity will not survive.
We don't need a country. Not anymore.
We do. Alone, we have no future.
No, America's finished. Bridget, you're the president of jack shit.
Sam, listen to me. Please. So you are willing to help me?
No, I...
I love you, Sam. I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
Madam President! Oh, no.
Doctor, we need your help.
I just noticed there was some things on that like there are things about that I want to like talk about, but are spoilers for later. Ah.
We're losing her. Time of death?
So who says that to their kid? Be stranded with love. The fuck?
Listen, no one can know that the president is dead. If word gets out, Bridges is finished. Now, what happened here does not leave this room. Do you understand?
Yes, Director. But there's still the matter of the body. Without corpse disposal.
We've got that covered.
Also, notice how people use touch in this game, like people touching one another. Very interesting thing to note.
Sam, before she died, the president made a contract with you.
What are you talking about?
As a member of Bridges, you're gonna work with the rest of us to rebuild America.
You think you can recruit me? Like she tried to?
Well, she succeeded. Look at your wrist. If that's not symbolic, I don't know what is.
Director, the cancer spread throughout her entire body. Harvesting organs is out of the question, and there is no need for an autopsy. Her body needs to be cremated before she necrotizes.
And if we don't, this place will turn into another crater.
What do you want me to do?
We don't have any porters right now. And the CD team you went into the field with are dead. But the president's body has to be burned.
The road from Capital Knot City to the incinerator was compromised in the void out. Now, the only way there is on foot, through the mountains. But the chiral density there is off the chart. It's gotta be BTs.
This job has requirements. Tombs. Repatriate.
So me? Why?
Sam, you're already on the clock.
Now get it done, Sam Porter Bridges.
Love being press ganged into fucking burying my dead mom that died in my head. Ugh. They smack you on the head with this, man. That was rude of them? Desperate times and desperate measures, I reckon.
Can I have a moment? President Strand believed in American Reconstructionism. She worked tirelessly to bring the nation together again. And without her, there would be no Bridges. She deserves a funeral with full honors. But we can't give her that. If she dies, America dies.
Without her, Bridges will cease to be.
Listen. Her cremation must be carried out with the utmost secrecy.
Even if we pull it off, what then? Who's gonna take her place? Face it, America's history.
Sam, America isn't dead yet.
He just said that it dies if Bridget dies.
She may be lost to us, but we still have an America worthy of the presidency.
Sorry, what?
Let's not get into it now. What matters is that we're going to finish your mother's work and rebuild America as she intended. That's the reason Bridges exists. So take the first step, Sam, and deliver the president's body to the incinerator.
If we don't all come together again, humanity will not survive. You're the one I wanted to send, Sam. Time's running out. I love you, Sam. I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
The facilities to the southwest. Remember that you'll be passing through BT territory.
We built the incinerator way up in the mountains so that the chiral matter in the smoke wouldn't reach the city. It won't be easy carrying a body up there.
We'll be monitoring you around the clock. If anything comes up, we'll offer you support via the cufflinks.
Imagine, if you will, that you're running all this and going, hey, your mom, like, needs to talk to you. Your mom's the president of the United States on her deathbed. The last one before, you know, the apocalypse happened. This is gonna be a run.
Sam, this is Die Hardman. Dead men explained how to use the cuffs, right? Use them to check the location of the incinerator.
Yep. We're gonna have to actually manage this one. Because up here is this. But mind you, there are no roads once we get out here. We have to manually do this by foot. And if we drop her, that is going to make our job a lot harder. The key of this game is that you need to be able to navigate the environment and preferably not with any damage to your goods. It's weird. It's weird calling your own mother goods, but you know. Still, actually, let me actually make a plot. Give me a second. So marker. Right through. I cross this. Cross these. Over here. Up here. Up here. And to the incinerator. There we go. Now we have an actual track we can follow. But we're going to be doing a lot of walking.
Sam, I don't think I need to remind you, but every minute counts when transporting corpses for disposal. 48 hours following cardiac arrest, they go necro and become a fresh BT to make our lives hell.
And as a reminder, if a BT touches somebody on flesh, antimatter explosion. That's why everyone's like covered from head to toe and has gloves and everything too. Apparently fabric's good enough to keep it apart, but you know, may not have thought this that way through. Of course, it's liable to sway from side to side than regular cargo. If you begin to lose your balance, use LT and RT to try and steady yourself. This effectively means we're going to be holding this down, and we're not going to be able to run very far or fast, more aptly. But we just need to keep moving. We don't really have as much of a stamina system. At least not yet. It's not going to become too big of an issue. Yeah, see, we can't even fucking dash.
President Bridget Strand was the symbol of American Reconstructionism. Even with the country shattered and its people scattered to the four winds, she never stopped believing they could be reunited. People held on to their hope that America would rise again because they believed in her. We believe that this country can be rebuilt. America lives on, together with Bridget's undying spirit.
Also, you might notice some of the recurring themes we're continuing to see, like reconnection and everything like that. They run that shit so fucking hard for a reason. Yeah, see, like, even this tiny little, like, gap, we could tweak our fucking, ankle on it, so we gotta be careful. You also might have noticed that there's, like, trucks and stuff like that, but we're not gonna have access to them for a while. So it's gonna be running from scratch. We gotta cross all the way And give me a second. I believe Rosefire should be joining us in call very shortly. Yes, I think they set up their stuff correctly. Also, the music in this game fucking slaps. And there we go. Are we gaming? We are gaming.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's down?
You're live.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
What do you need, or do you need me to run through anything to get a bit of context as to what the hell we're doing?
No, I've watched multiple playthroughs.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
We're good. Do you have a bike yet?
No, I'm out. I'm just order 3. I'm on the president fucking died.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm letting the cutscenes run, for obvious reasons.
So when a cutscene starts, could you just tell me to shut up because I have that lag?
That's fine.
Yes, thanks.
With next cutscene's the incinerator, and I think we already know what that is.
Yep. Yep.
Wait, so okay, so you actually know the plot of this so far? Okay. I'm incredibly excited because like I'm just sitting here going, and now that I'm thinking about it, I know who the other person in the Way of Blood is.
Yeah.
It's Tiamat.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Does that work for you? Like it can be someone else completely. I just thought it'd be neat to have like 2 really, really, really ancient gods going, hey guys, what's going on this? Oh shit. Kind of thing.
Yeah. Tiamat is fine. I would prefer if we're gonna be working in the more positive spectrum of deities that maybe you went with Bahamut instead of the evil dragon goddess.
True. I could go Raishan, but I feel like Raishan's also a little cringe, but you know.
Adrian says you're a simp, obviously, and that's why you went with Tiamat, is because Dragon City.
Not really. I just thought like I like the concept of Dragon Lady, and I just thought like who is an actual like ancient dragon like feminine god figure, and Tiamat was the first one that came to mind.
Yeah. Well, she is ancient Babylonian.
Yeah. Like wait. Like here's my plot for chat, for you who are wondering what we're talking about. Rosefire and I are co-GMing a D&D game, and very recently we've revealed that gods kind of exist, but not in the same way that you would expect, i.e. very, very differently because it's a space fantasy. And I recently debuted Ereshkigal, the ancient Babylonian first mistress of the dead, and I love Ereshkigal so much because they're just G-Man, and just doing rise and shine derivative, rise and shine, and all this like where they're designed to be very off-putting and very, very abstractly ancient, because abstract godhood is amazing to me. After a certain point, why would you model yourself after ancient things unless you liked it as a god?
Yeah.
Like
Just a bit further now.
El Shaddai, for example. Good example of how to do this. I adore El Shaddai.
I have this huge art book. Well, it's not huge, but it's an art book done by Peter Moorbecker, and he does ancient deities. He does fantasy illustrations of ancient deities.
I think I know which book. I think I know which book that is, actually.
It's called the Angelarium.
Yeah. I've seen the Angelarium.
It's so beautiful. I am in love with Peter Moorbecker. You could sign up as an apprentice, but you have to pay ridiculous sums of money.
Yeah, nah. There we go.
I really would. He would be one of the, because those types of apprenticeships are actually like super valuable work normally. You have an artist who you truly admire and aspire to be like. Those kinds of apprenticeships are invaluable. But they're expensive.
There we go. Normally I actually take the right-hand path for this, but I figured, like, this is probably a saner thing to do, especially when BT City is right down the road over here.
Yeah.
Too close.
I think I got up to, the last one I did, I got up to Mountain Knot. I think Mountain Knot. Yeah, Snow Mountain. And I think I just put it down for a sec because I was just like, I'm enjoying this. I feel like if I go any further, I'm gonna, like, not want to finish it. Also, zip lines are fucking broken, Smile.
Yeah. Dude, zip lines are the favorite fucking thing.
Oh yeah,
Are
don't
you
even.
kidding?
No, I'm not saying they're broken as in they don't work. I'm saying that they're broken as in I don't know how they made like a traversal thing OP, but they feel exceptionally OP.
Well, when the whole game is about traveling,
Yeah.
it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense.
When I watched this, because I watched the playthroughs from, you know, the big YouTubers when it came out, a lot of the criticisms were that it's very slow. But I mean, you got to think about, this is post-apocalyptic Earth, essentially.
Yeah, the travel is the point in this kind of thing, especially with a game that has like no roads. You make your own roads and shit like that. Like the travel's the point. All right.
No.
Goodbye, Mom. I'll see you in therapy.
Goodbye, Mom. I'll see you in therapy.
And by the way, cutscene's up, so keep in mind.
Yep, I noticed. I'm supposed to be sharing this link with my wife. I've been trying to do this for like 10 minutes.
What are you doing?
I'm sharing the stream link with Adrian.
Mm-hmm.
So that he can go ahead and lurk in chat.
True.
Is climbing rapidly. Heavy timefall is imminent. Get back here, now.
Sam, burn the other cargo while you're there.
Why would you open it?
What's this?
BB-28. It's the unit Igor was assigned. It was hooked up to you when we found you in the crater.
But why is it here?
Because
it's a baby.
Central Knot's gone, and our
Hilo.
because that thing didn't do its job. It's all in Igor's logs.
Hilo.
But it's still alive.
Fetus.
It can't be repaired, and it can't survive outside the pod. Pity it if you want, but the decision has been made. It has to go. The director approved the order.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief.
Yeah, no, we're not incinerating the baby. We're gonna keep the baby. That's our child now.
That's our baby. We have adopted it.
Yep,
it is the
that's
funky fetus time.
Yep, the funky fetus time.
Funky fetus now?
Yeah, the funky fetus time, honey.
Yeah.
So, if y'all can hear Adrian in the background.
Also, I just noticed that the BT's like handprints are going into stone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I didn't get it earlier, but it just clicked in my head of like, oh, wait a minute. Like, dirt and sand makes sense. In stone, not so much.
I would guess that their touch is probably corrosive of some kind.
Do you copy?
Oh, it's like
Damn it, must have lost you in the blackout.
the aging
Sam,
rain
what's your
signals
status?
they're coming,
Beryllium density is
but
still
they
increasing.
themselves are
My
different
status is
entities in
fucked.
the rain.
There's tons of them.
Must be from the bodies we couldn't get up to the incinerator in time. Comes with the territory, I'm afraid.
Can you sit out the rain?
No. They're closing in on my position. I have to move before they realize I'm in here.
Sam, if one of those things eats you, it'll trigger a void out. You'll come back, sure, but the surrounding area will still be a crater.
I got an idea.
Also, where does he plug that into? My boyfriend.
Oh, this man.
This
Fucking Hannibal Lecter.
severely underappreciated man.
Oh, he's so wonderful. He's such an amazing actor.
I need to actually go watch Hannibal. Like,
oh, God. For somebody who's into violence and gore, it's very attractive.
That's it. Do your thing.
like, I had an ex that that did like Hannibal and Will stuff, and like wrote exceptionally good lore of them, and I just sat there and went, I should really watch this because this is very interesting.
Yeah, I enjoy the Hannibal and Will ship, but it's a guilty pleasure
Yeah.
because it is quite truly a great example of how to be an abusive asshole.
Yep. So now that we have our funky fetus babe, we can now see the ghosts.
Norman Reedus' fetus.
There's a lot of them.
This is after the game has launched, right?
Yes.
So you could actually interact with other players in this game if there were other players.
Technically, yeah. But the other players and how they interact with you is chiral, which I think is one of the coolest fucking things about this. But we're not there quite yet. We have to actually like get Bridges' stuff first, and then we can.
Okay. Now, all these ghosts, these are the monsters?
Yep.
Okay.
These are the monsters. Treat them like antimatter ghosts. If they touch us, we're really fucked. Right? And the baby is our detector for them.
Yep.
The closer we are to them, the more the little butterfly thing will get orange and redder. So,
yeah.
But the problem is, I can't see them if I'm moving. So I need to wait patiently and move very slowly. I can save their position with the Odra deck, but BT City, BT City, BT City, BT City, BT City. And I can hold my breath to like move it, but if I don't get out of their range fast enough.
Yeah.
Sup, fucker? Think of it like a bit of like Fatal Frame. Shit, gotta go. Here we go.
Yeah.
And if they catch us, we got a fucking dip set, fast as hell.
Yeah.
Shit! Fuck! Cookie! Fuck! Yeet!
Like how you were sinking in the ground earlier.
Yep.
That was because of the BTs.
Holy shit! I nailed that.
Yeah.
Enemy encounters quickly produce a rush of adrenaline that rapidly restores stamina. Your stamina drops quickly once the rush passes, however, so be sure to rest or drink from your canteen to recover. So we're out of BT City at this point. Safe enough. Basically, every time the Odor deck is spinning on its own, that's gonna be when we are gonna need to be stealthy. Other than that, it's definitely not as scary as you might think. And in the meantime, it is just we gotta drink our monster.
An interesting survival mechanic that I enjoy, and I'm a big fan of survival. Have you considered playing the forest?
Yes, I have, but pardon me. I've been wanting to do Green Hell instead of the forest. I find Green Hell's survival is a little bit more involved for me, but even then, both of them are still kind of on a weird slate of, I can see why you would like them, and I like playing them, but I don't know if I make the good, like, stream content for them.
Okay.
I like them. They're not bad games at all. I would need to figure out how I want to, like, stream them. Does that make sense?
Yeah. If you, as soon as my computer is fixed, I'm gonna get the forest.
Yeah, sure.
Because I want to build tree houses. I don't care about the storyline. I just want to build tree houses.
You're valid. You're valid. I kind of wish this game had more I wish Death Stranding had more building stuff, but I kind of it makes sense as to why it doesn't. We can just sprint our way home.
You aren't necessarily building up these refuge points. You are just connecting them.
Yeah, connecting and then building stuff between them that makes the use of it easier. It's a very interesting balance between, like, survival is a very incredibly important thing. Like, you're gonna have to do some, like, finding of materials and shit like that. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. You can just use other people's stuff. And I think that's probably the coolest thing about it, honestly. That it doesn't force you to use all of them. Also, I love that our canteen just immediately converts anything we drink into Monster.
What?
The canteens we get convert any water we, like, go through into Monster Energy. Like, seriously. Our canteen's permanent restoring energy drink, Monster Energy. Any time full or other water that comes into contact with the canteen is absorbed, filtered, and mixed with energy particles inside. The canteen has also been treated with antifreeze technology.
Alright.
It tastes like antifreeze. I say as I have a full fucking crate of it to deal with the lack of Adderall smile.
Dude. I haven't had a monster in so long.
The skin of my teeth.
They're good, but they taste like fucking, they taste like you take damage. No, they taste like you take damage off of eating them.
Yeah, they taste like you take damage from eating them.
Like, they taste great, but they're definitely like an example of one of those potions in a game that you eat or eat, or whatever the fucking verb is for it, consume, and then you sit there and going, oh god, I feel like shit afterwards. Like, you have a cooldown on it.
Yeah. You can't drink too many potions at once.
Or else you start getting fucking overdoses like it's the fucking Witcher.
Or like in Skyrim, where the effects stack up when you're sampling ingredients.
Yep.
Watch Steve.
Yeah. I always play Alchemist in Skyrim. So the first thing I do is, well, first of all, download Cheat Room.
Fair enough.
And then I just have my character know all alchemical effects for ingredients. Because there's a button used in the cheat room that just lets you know all the alchemical effects.
When someone with duals hooks up to a BB,
Because
your
I'm tired
feelings
of
and memories cause
man.
feedback, like with the speaker. It amplifies fears and stress, and runs the risk of taking you to a place from which you will not return.
How are you saying this about a baby that has a fucking Nendoroid?
BB has been pushed beyond its limits. This puzzle is
No, seriously, BB-28's fucking canister has a Nendoroid attached to it.
And come to the president's office. We need to talk.
No.
Adorable. He's adorable. I love BB.
Gonna get actual food. Be right back. Okay, no worries, Poogle.
Hey, Poogle! See you later, Poogle.
No, I don't think I will, says Norman Reedus.
That's his baby now.
My baby now.
It's his baby.
What? He has no right to look this pretty.
Yeah, this man is.
His man is so fine.
On name today.
Shut up, babe.
Hold up.
Adrian's being mean.
Hold on. Logan, listen.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
Ulfra sung that song.
There's no pretending that these guys can.
Oh, look at the little heart, baby!
I know.
That's my son. That's my baby.
That's
my baby.
That's our baby. Fuck you mean?
Our child.
Our child.
I'm glad we have a child.
It's a digital baby. What did... I can't believe this. Adrian, I'm so sorry. I don't know how we had like a fucking digital baby and didn't tell you.
His name is BB. BB-28. Arslan apologizes. He doesn't know how the child was conceived.
Sam,
Adrian's dying on the couch.
Duals and BBs were a dangerous combination. Huh,
Sick
perhaps a
magic.
shower is
That's
in
what
order.
Adrian's
You're still
response
covered
was.
in chiralium. Don't want the president to see you like that.
The hell you talking about? She's dead.
You're upset. Is this about BB-28?
Go fuck yourself. I'm not your errand boy.
Well, in any event, it seems it owes you its life.
We are the kid out.
Oh, I just noticed he's fucking BB's flicking him off. Holy shit.
I shall look after it.
The baby was flipping him off.
Give my regards to the president.
Dad, they're taking me to baby jail now.
Oh, look at him reaching for him.
Well before drinking.
Oh my god. First comment. Shake well before drinking.
No, you're not supposed to drink the baby. No, you're not supposed to drink the baby. What the fuck?
In the soda.
Worrying, concerning.
It's almost time to go, Sam.
See the sunset. The day is ending.
Wear it when you sleep, and I'll keep the nightmares away. I'll always be with you.
I'm just gonna repeat the things that Adrian says. Here, wear
That's
this.
valid. Episode 2, Amelie. Also, I'm about to fucking fuck with Retribution for a second.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to fuck with Retribution for a second.
Also, I want like Killian to look at that and go, "Hey, Arslan, what the fuck?"
Sam,
Yep.
this is Die Hardman. There's a
Oh, my other boyfriend.
for your use.
Bracelet.
Bridges perk. Take a moment to clean up. Wash all that.
Sam, this is Die Hardman.
Who the fuck names himself Die Hardman? Only the coolest guy ever. Stop blinking at me.
He never left his emo face.
Here's the thing.
Yeah. Sexy shower time. Ooh.
Meanwhile, his fucking feet are covered in fucking shit.
Oh my god, look at this poor man.
For fuck's sake.
Look at his bruises.
Private anymore.
The waterproof bracelet.
No, except for taking a shower and going to the toilet, that is.
Man must be ballet.
No, he's got the ET bruising disease.
I take it you were getting
Yeah, when you touch him, it hurts.
Oh, I get that, man.
Come
Yep,
to the
time to
president's
take a
office
piss.
as soon as you're done. She's waiting for you.
I'm glad it doesn't like show us like things of him getting dressed, because I feel like that would be a little bit too much.
Yeah, that would be a little bit too much porn.
I was gonna say a little bit too much animation, but that also counts.
Eva is really gay for Norman Reedus.
You did well, Sam.
What are your thoughts on other
Bridget
A
may
to Z
no
games?
longer be with us, but
so what?
Her legacy has a chance to live on.
Other
Sam,
A to
listen to
Z games, like games by the same director
America.
and things like that.
Reconstructionism.
Well, you're gonna have to.
Her dream isn't dead.
Ask me again once the cutscene's done.
This is
Yeah.
the face of our new hope. Our new America.
Yeah, hard man with a stupid skull face.
Homily.
My mother may be gone, but I'm here. And you, Sam? You're here too.
All grown up. Wow. The gym catcher didn't work.
Been 10 years since you saw each other, right? And in all that time, she hasn't aged a day.
He knows why. My body's still on the beach. I don't get to grow older. But you do, Sam. You look good.
So you're serious then about reconnecting everyone and everything?
Someone has to succeed Bridget, Sam. More importantly, someone has to carry on her legacy and see our country rebuilt.
Back the fuck off.
Samantha America Strand.
Yeah.
Our new president.
Yeah.
A new beginning for
Yeah.
our people.
Like,
for our nation.
there is an actual
Under
thing like
Emily's
Sam is
leadership,
actually
we'll
phobic of people touching him
reestablish
for a
the
reason.
The United
Yeah,
Cities
he's
of
afraid of
America.
people touching him for a
This
reason.
is how we'll rebuild our country. But we'll need your help to do it, Sam.
If I'm repeating things that you're saying, it's just so that
I said
Adrian
my
can
goodbyes
hear,
to all
because,
of you when I said them to Bridget.
there's that flag.
We never forgot about you, Sam. You ran away. You cut us off.
Emily put together an expedition. The best of Bridges won. And went west.
The symbolism is fucking smashing people in the face at this point. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
I led them past craters in BT territory. I kept them safe while they searched for survivors.
Never once missed a BT. Saw him coming a mile away.
Keep in mind that, as canon right now, there are no ways to beat the BTs. You can only avoid them or prevent them from, like,
We convinced
anything.
community after community to join the UCA, and we left behind our own people to help them.
Like,
It
it's
took
one...
us 3 years,
Hold on.
but we managed to make it all the way to Edgenaught City.
Santa Monica, baby!
The Pacific. Jesus.
Yeah. But then everything went to hell. The team was wiped out, and Emily was taken.
Taken.
I don't actually
I'm not being
know
kept
the
in a
end
cell or
of this
anything like
story.
that. I'm
because I
allowed to
don't
use their
remember it.
facilities and to speak with you whenever I want. I just can't leave the city.
It's all to safeguard the continued independence of Edgenaught City. Well, that's what our keepers are saying, at least. They want the UCA to leave him be. Emily's their insurance policy in case we don't.
Who are these assholes again?
Homo demons. Militant separatist group. They run Edge Knot City.
I've heard of them. Bunch of terrorists who go around towns killing people and leaving craters.
Right. Nothing's off limits for them. Not even engineering void outs.
I wonder who
suicide
designed
who took out
this.
Central Knot was one of theirs.
Could be. They're extremists like the demons everywhere, plotting in the shadows. They're decentralized by nature. No one organization to rule them all. Just a common ideology.
I know not everyone shares our vision for the future. If we Americans don't come together again, humanity won't survive. I carried my mother's message to people all across the country. But not everyone was willing to accept it.
More than a few would rather stay isolated. Keep to themselves. Go it alone. Like you, Sam. They think that America can only be rebuilt by force, by men who tell them what to do, who take away their freedom and put them in shackles.
What'd you put on me, huh? You know better than the demons. Just another kind of cult.
They're not shackles, Sam. They're a
Yeah,
symbol of our bonds.
about that.
That's what we
They
need right
did
now.
put
Not to
on
stand
him.
apart, but to come together. To form chiral knots and reconnect.
Sam, we want you to go west and finish what Emily started. The people she left behind have been hard at work, setting up chiral network terminals. But these terminals are still isolated. We need you to bring them online. And for that, you'll need a Cupid. This contains all the necessary security and operations protocols to integrate a terminal into the chiral web. Take the Cupid west, Sam, and reconnect the people of our great nation. And when you get to Edge Knot City, find Emily and bring her home.
After that, I'll take over the presidency and carry on Mother's work to save the country.
This was Bridget's dying wish. This is how we'll move forward.
Please, Sam. We need you.
I'm Sam Porter Bridges now. I'm not a Strand. Hell, I'm not even part of this outfit.
So,
you all saw to that.
Amelia's his
I'm not getting
sister?
involved with you.
What? Question mark?
What's the question?
Why was she, like, lovey-dovey eyes? The current president.
The last president was Sam's mother. And Emily's mother. This is Emily is Sam's sister.
Emily is Sam's sister.
Yes.
She's on a fucking thick
Huh?
head. Adrian is confused as to why there's so much, like, tension between Amelia and Sam that seems to be implied towards romance. Like, I'm not the only one who looks at the way that she looks at him and how close she gets to him, like she's hitting on him.
I don't know. I see it as tension, certainly, but I'm not sure about romantic tension. I see the construction of it. I
don't think it's romantic from Sam's point of view. I think he wants to be left alone.
Yes.
And he's very valid in being wanting to be left alone. But at the same time, I wish he didn't isolate so hard.
Yeah.
There needs to be balance, dude. But Amelia is incredibly attached to him for some reason.
See? It's like I'm not even here.
And
same as it ever was.
Sam! Sam! Hold on. Stop!
Anyway.
Listen,
maybe I'm
America
misreading
needs
things,
you.
but
Both of you.
there was a
Covering
lot
the
of
world in cable
implied
didn't bring an end to war and suffering.
that
Don't act surprised
could
when
be
it all
misinterpreted. And maybe that's just because I'm always hyper skeptical of anyone who's really up in your face like that.
Well, that's part of the thing about it is that, like, this game uses a lot of very interesting ways of how it uses body language, and explicitly
Yeah.
makes a point of going like, one of the things about this game is reconnection, but yet the more that he's around people, the more it's very easy to tell how people can respect his space, and the people that don't are treated as like not foreign, but like definitely risky for very good reason.
Yeah.
Like Bridget walked up, like crawled up on him, and he was having an actual panic attack the entire way through.
But yeah, because she was actually on him.
Yeah,
As she felt
he was crawling away from it, and there was a very intentional thing that Bridget looked like a goddamn BT with like crawling towards him like that, like with the black and everything.
Yeah.
It is a little bit heavy-handed, but doesn't explain everything. I know there is some context for why Amelie is so like adamant about it, Smile, but I think that's farther than the place I've gotten, and I only found it out via wiki diving.
When it all comes apart if you try to do it again.
So I'm sure that
Round
this
and
will get
round it
revealed
goes.
to us
Connect,
sort of
reconnect.
as
It's
we
not
move
that
along.
simple.
Yeah.
All right, Sam. Just take it easy. I get it. You don't have to commit to anything now. Why not get some rest?
Good idea. We all need our sleep. Leave it too long and you're liable to reconnect with the other side. The necessary maintenance...
Stop shaking the baby!
Various adjustments and fine-tuning for your benefit. You can use it again.
Yeah, I wish he would stop.
For once, it would seem that Dooms and BBs are a good combination. Perhaps the two of you have something of an affinity for one another.
It's like, ah! Hi!
He wakes up and presses his face to his, like, hi! Hi!
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad!
Back to the beach we go. And in the far outside future, you'll see a walking like changeling talking and going, "What the fuck am I doing here?"
Maroon showing up like, huh?
Oh,
Sam.
dude, if Maroon saw Amelie, that would fucking blow a lot of shit open.
I have a god in mind for Maroon.
Fair enough. I didn't say Amelie needed to be a god.
Are Sam Strand.
No, not anymore. My name is Sam Porter Bridges.
It's a funny word, Strand. A strand is part of rope or bond, while stranding means being washed up on the shore. And being stranded is when you can't go home. I'm stranded now, Sam. Here on the shore of the Pacific. Thousands of miles away, but our bond still holds. You're free, but we're still connected. Don't tell me we're not. Come back, Sam.
with this imagery with the red sun?
Good morning, Sam.
Plot. Also, I don't know if it's just me, but I'm getting like really, really odd like flashbacks of like blood is thicker than family, or blood is thicker than water kind of thing.
Sam,
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting here going, "Damn, I'm not liking that."
We were actually just talking about that
shower, toilet, etc.
in the What Lies Beyond chat.
Review info or whatever else. If you have any questions, feel free
Because
to ask our staff.
you know, Chess has got all that stuff going
Why not
on.
check things out for yourself?
Yep.
See how Bridges
And
operates these days.
where they are, the South really likes to tote the quote, "blood is thicker than water," which is very inaccurate. It's actually a misquote. The original quote is, "The blood of the covenant is
It's
thicker than the water."
the womb. Yeah, water of the womb.
Yeah. And
Sorry, give me a second.
go drink a monster, dude. Chug it, chug it, chug it.
I actually tend to make a point of doing this every single time because it boosts your stamina count.
I see that.
It's only there for a little bit. Stop winking at me, you weirdo. Hold on.
With that terminal there, you can browse the Bridges database, which has info on a range of subjects.
Did you see the wink, babe?
Clearance for everything, but there's still plenty.
Yeah, if you look at Norman long enough, he'll wink at you.
Hold on. Music. So, this is also Hideo Kojima got in touch with a lot of artists and went, "Yo, y'all want to do music for this game?" And a lot of them went, "Yeah." Like,
yeah.
My
Gluten.
I do not give a shit if I get DMCA'd for this.
Nope. Gluten is my favorite.
The problem is we can't listen to it while we're doing deliveries, and that sucks. I don't know if I can, yeah.
Hey there. Believe we've met. I oversee delivery operations
Hi,
as
Mama.
well as maintenance and repairs. Nice to have you on board. I'm Mama, in case I didn't mention it before. Those there are strands. Not just used for packing, by the way, but for identification, too. Take a closer look and you'll see. See the red there? That's your blood.
Yeah, let's just weave fucking blood in. Hello. Out of sight and never out of mind. I need a new leader. I need a new leader.
This case will remove any chiral matter still clinging to your suit. Speaking of suits, blue is for delivery personnel, red for medical, orange for corpse disposal, and black for security.
Hi, baby.
Sam, this is Deadman. I calibrated your BB based on physiological data we collected from you earlier. It's still just the best guess, though. After you take it out for a spin, we can check if you're in sync and tweak the BB sensitivity as needed.
It's DMCA as fuck, and I do not give a shit. Need a new leader. We need a new leader.
Sam, Hartman here. Researcher devoted to uncovering the secrets of the beaches in the Death Stranding, as well as those of dooms and repatriates. The shower in your room was designed with chiral decontamination in mind. Chiral matter can adversely affect hormone secretion.
God, I just remembered I have my fucking,
exposure and the development of phobias.
I have my session 0 tomorrow for Heroes, and
suicidal impulses.
I know I need to have Ludens placed somewhere in it.
Onset of dooms. I should add that these showers have another function. The collection of blood, hair, fluids, and other...
I just need to figure out how to do it.
They provide a non-invasive means to monitor your exposure to corellium and your overall health. And I freely admit a chance to study the unique properties of your physiology, you being a repatriate and all.
I love how
Cool.
they explain studying your shower water.
Yeah. But thankfully, like, it is an actual thing you should do. It gives an interesting amount of routine to doing it.
Yeah.
And it also gives you stuff for doing it as well.
It's about
Sorry, I'm singing. I apologize.
You're fine. It's nice
I
to
just,
hear you enjoy
I really love this song, and I used it, and oh, dude, I want East to beat Pandora's ass just yelling this.
Yeah.
Just fully, like, staticked and abstracted out, going, I do not care about death anymore, fuck you. And just going full balls to the wall on that.
It is such a good time to battle.
I feel like Bill's gonna get this done before I do, though. Yeah, I gotta let the pain resume. I need a new leader. I need a new Ludens. Sorry, I need to always let songs play before starting it. Also, I do not care if I get fucking DMCA'd for that. Song slaps.
Well, have you had a chance to think it over?
So I just noticed the
chock full of chiralium, but safe for you Dooms guys to wear. That's all you'll need to go forth and reconnect the world.
Yeah, have you had a chance to think over our deal while you've been sitting in your cell?
I'm a porter. I don't care about connecting anything. Or making knots. But I'll do what I have to help Amelie out.
Here's the thing: everybody has the cufflinks.
Yeah. Just don't trust anything that looks so much like shackles.
Yeah, this is one of the examples of Kojima and Shinkawa, like, love their symbolism so goddamn much.
Listen up, Sam.
And run it hard.
Terminals Amelie's people built in the towns and cities they
Like,
passed through on their
who
journey
designed
west
those?
are called
Who decided
knots.
that was a good idea?
The infrastructure's there.
Whoever
but the chiral
designed
network
them
is
was a
offline.
fool.
Right now, it's only capable of
If
transmitting
you
voice
want people to
communications.
wear shit to
Sometimes
monitor
wired,
them
sometimes
without it
wireless,
looking
and a
like,
small amount
without
of data.
raising suspicion, you have to make it look friendly.
Yep.
So, unless the necessary data stored on site, our chirograms won't show up.
Also, I love the chiral system. It's a really
Emily
cool
and the
idea.
other Bridges members you've
Yeah.
seen around the place are grams generated with local data.
The theme
In case you didn't know.
from
Anyway, all
Death
you've got to do
Stranding,
is
the
find the knot,
whole
connect your
network
qubit, and
sort
bring
of
chiral
system
communications
is really
Once you
similar
connect it to the terminal,
in a
you'll be
sense
able to initiate
to
zero-time
some of
massive
the
data
themes
transmission
in
with the UCA network. And just like that, you'll reconnect us not only to each other, but to our past.
Why would you sniff it? Why would you sniff
All the
it?
lost and fragmented junk data will be compiled and restored. Like bringing a dinosaur back to life from a fossil.
Also, I love that they explicitly, like, compared to Metal Gear Solid and shit like that, went, no, you're not getting a gun. Fuck you, until a lot later.
Years of history on Earth. All the wisdom and
Like,
knowledge we lost since
you
the
get
death
guns
of
and you get to use them and they're important later on, but like when you're learning the game for the first time, no, you're explicitly implied, no, you're not trying to kill people. That's not the point, because killing people, as you've already seen, is a thing that is bad.
You'll also be able to use chiral printers. Won't be long before we're able to send all kinds of things through the wire.
Except anything original. Or that's got a soul. Nothing real. Just copies.
I love the idea of being able to send
Which is why
actual
we'll
physical
still
things
need
through
porters
a
like
wire.
you.
Yeah, but it's mostly 3D printed stuff, basically.
Before and
But it's
after
still
we're
useful.
whole,
Yeah.
we'll need
You just have to have access to the materials.
No rest for the wicked.
Mhm.
Huh.
Like, it's good
And
for
that's the
building
thing.
infrastructure.
Yeah, that's the thing is, what was I saying?
Yeah, well, idle hands and all that.
I
We'll give you the details at the
adapted
dispatch
that
terminal.
for the D&D
Make sure you
campaign.
check it upstairs.
I
Drops
can
waiting
tell.
up there,
Smile.
too.
These shoes look like they've done some serious miles. Shall I dispose of them?
Wait. Hold on. There's something I want you to look into. My blood seemed to set those things off. Happened more than once.
Set them off? How do you mean?
I don't know. You took my blood, didn't you? You tell me.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
I love the cockiness, the detailed view.
I don't know. I'm just a porter. What do you want me to do?
His job is literally carrying stuff around. He doesn't do the science. He doesn't do the math. He doesn't do the engineering. He just moves things. I pick things up and put them down.
Hi, Dad. Looking like God. I still think he got like underutilized like a motherfucker in this game.
I'll take care of it.
Like, I say this also knowing that like he has an entire chapter dedicated to him.
Yeah, he's supposedly the villain, right?
Nah, he's not quite a villain.
What's his hero episode?
Well, he has an episode and he'll explain more then.
Alright, well, we'll get there.
So, also, like, part of the thing I really love about this is that, like, during the process of, like, actually doing stuff, it makes inventory management an actual puzzle you need to figure out, which I adore.
Yeah. Love playing Tetris with stuff.
Hold on one second. I have Discord messages, and now would be a good time to run an ad break, so let's do that real quick. Alright. Who sent me another message? It is Riley. Riley is doing stream. Okay. If their stream's doing now, then probably not gonna dip into too much. Scott Steiner. Then take off your pants. Oh, okay. But honestly, like, this game handles a lot of the typical stuff that you wouldn't expect adventure games to like to make a problem, like inventory management, traversal, and all that kind of stuff, and then turns it completely on its head to be the main parts of the game that is fun for me, and makes the entire process therefore that much more engaging for me as a player. Like, I have to carry about the weight and like the size and the like variety of how much I have. I have to care about like how I carry it and its condition, all that kind of shit. Like, condition, especially for bringing stuff around, you would imagine makes sense. But if you fuck up your, if you take a dive, you're gonna take a dive and shit like that. So I think it does a very fantastic job of this. All right, on to our first mission.
Yay!
Sam, this is Die Hartman.
I can tell.
Your current objective is to extend the Cairo network from here to Port Knot City. But don't think you can make a beeline straight for it. Signal won't carry that far. To cover the distance, we need to utilize knots. Think of it like tying ropes together to make a longer rope. The first of these knots is a Bridges Way station. Go ahead and take a look at the order. Deliver whatever they need, and connect the Cupid.
Yeah, I figured out why it's called knots, okay? I get the rope metaphor.
Do you get it yet? Do you get it yet?
Your private locker can be used to store cargo and the like.
Yeah, we get... just... All I have is a couple pairs of boots, so I'm not going to worry too much about any of this. Hello? Video game? Okay. Alright, first order, bringing drugs.
Sam.
Yep.
Order summaries may contain information critical.
Critical to your success. Make sure to review. I get it. I played video game. So we're bringing a crate of drugs over to the first way station. And thankfully it's really small. It's just a small thing. So one of the cool things is that you have a good chunk of 120 kilograms of stuff you can carry. And you have different attach points you could have it. You have 4 attach points, 2 on your hips and 2 in your shoulders. And you also have your back, which is where the majority of it is stored. Once you get more equipment, you'll have more ability to store stuff, and it'll explain itself a little bit better for now. For now, we're gonna... There's where the supplies come into play.
We've supplied you with some rope and a ladder for this run. They should help with the steeper inclines, and the ladder will also make a halfway decent bridge if you need to cross a river.
Like
Right
weight
now,
management
I figure
and
you're
like
thinking
storage.
about how you want to handle this order.
Mm-hmm. I'm not the biggest fan of weight management, but like limitations in terms of size and stuff like that, I quite like. We're gonna put all this. There we go.
The Resident Evil style,
Attaché case.
like inventory system. The inventory system we see throughout the Resident Evil series, I find very manageable and aesthetically pleasing. In games like Bioshock, I drove Adrian crazy talking about, I know I talked about this before, about how I would have made a backpack to carry more supplies.
Have a pleasant journey.
So that's what they're doing in Gloomwood, I think, because like anything you have to manage, backpacks and attaché cases like that are also really fucking cool for me. But they have a thing where they're very small things can also fuck with it and make it bad.
Yeah.
Like, in this game, I think is really good, but I really wish you could just like have a radial menu, or well, you technically have a radial menu that you could like you can mess with, but like you have to dip into 2 separate menus in order to like manually move stuff around cargo. I think they could have done that better, but at the same time, I think what they did is really good for what they had. So I'm not really like fussy about it.
Now, do you like to pick up a lot of cargo on your way? Like
Yes, I adore just picking up all the fucking cargo I can.
Sam,
because it's points.
see that sign someone left over there? You can leave some of your own if you'd like. Messages, warnings, words of encouragement, whatever comes to mind.
Now, one of the also cool things that I love about how it does its networking system is when this was originally put out for, you're like, hey, video game industry, y'all want to see some shit? Everyone went, okay, so are people gonna be running this at the same time? No, because that would take away from the actual progression of it. Especially if people are building infrastructure off of it. But the cool thing is, you have to navigate a place first before you get any infrastructure.
Yeah, you have to know where the terrain is and how to put it up. And how to
Yep. And it also means you can't just have people on your first time through, on your first time through going, hey, I just solved this puzzle for you. I love that.
Might think. See, all our packages are tagged with bridges
These
IDs
things.
for easy tracking. And
Also,
your Odradek is equipped with a scanner.
it's really nice that none of this is tied to money at all.
Yeah.
On your shoulder can help you locate
Like, there is no such thing as money in this game. You would imagine in a game like this, it would be money as hell, but it's communal as hell.
Yeah, which is fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
And they're counting on you to deliver.
Like, the likes are good, but the only place you use them is if you need to dispose of bodies. That's it. Everything else is just a score. Because you can pick...
What likes help you dispose bodies?
Basically, one of the things is that if you have bodies, because you get guns later on, if you have bodies and you can't bring them to to a incinerator to destroy them, you can instead put them on a truck, bring them to a port / like city, and when you bring your car or bike down, what it will do is it will subtract likes and immediately dispose of the bodies for you when you bring it up next. Because corpse disposal will do the job for you.
Oh, so it takes likes in order to use the disposal service?
Yeah, unless you take care of it yourself, in which case it doesn't take likes at all.
Yeah.
It disincentivizes you killing everybody and just taking the bodies in, but at the same time, it incentivizes you to go, dude, just don't have bodies.
Yeah. Well, at the same time, you're in a culture where you don't want bodies, so it incentivizes you to do it the hard way because it doesn't cost if you're going to kill people, and it also incentivizes you not to kill people because it costs to get rid of them.
Right.
Or you have to take that arduous journey up to the incinerator.
And like it doesn't cost any likes to do that via the incinerator. It's a good idea to do so, but it also provides you with non-lethal options like the strand or non-lethal weapons. Stuff like that. Out of all the games that like Kojima has always made a point of going, I really don't like having violence be the only option. Like, this is one of the ones that nails its actual presentation in terms of its pacing, because in Metal Gear Solid, like all of them, you are explicitly like incentivized to go get a gun. Ugh. Go get a gun, go do the thing. Like, right now. You have to. I don't care if you want a trank gun. Trank guns are good if you want an extra challenge, but you really, really need to be able to learn how to defend yourself if necessary. Alright, so we could drop these off here if we were lazy, but mama ain't raised no bitch.
Now this is a drop-off station, right? This is...
Yep. These are NPC drop stations, which we can put stuff into. But I'm not gonna, because again, mama ain't raised no bitch, and I'm gonna take these all to the next place. The way station is the one I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, to get to the way station, it's over here, and I either have to go around this, which I know is BT territory, or I'm gonna have to crawl up and down this mountain. Now I can crawl up and down this mountain, thankfully, because of a little thing called ladders. And I really, really don't like carrying a bunch of cargo into BT cities, because like, if I get knocked down, I lose all that shit, and I have to go get it back and everything like that. It's not a waste of like, what's it called? It's waste more of my time than anything else.
Wow, and you have to go back into BT territory to go get that cargo.
Yep, and either I need to figure out a way to deal with the BTs or just snag it all, and yeah, I can deal without it if I really wanted to. Also, you might notice that most of these are addressed to go to cargo, or are addressed to go to Capital Knot. And I'm gonna hold on to them, TBH, because the likes do matter in a point, because you get significant benefits if you bring every place's star rating up to 5.
If you come up against a sheer cliff or a steep slope, don't forget about the ladder we issued you. Be sure to try it out. I'd be interested to see what uses a seasoned pro like you might find for it.
You can beat people up with ladders. Not recommended, but you can do it.
I like that. Beat people up with ladders.
Alright, let's put it here. So, we have a ladder. And I got achievement for that at Princess Builder. You also see that you can make signs that go like, oh hey, you should build a ladder here or something like that, which I find really nice. Let's build another one. But these also don't stay here forever. Like, chiralium and timefall will rot and break them. So it's usually good. if you go back into the area, you totally can. Okay, I don't think I need these right now. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get a thing that will allow me to carry them better later. So I'll come back to it. Because I could either drop all the things I'm carrying off at Waystation, or I can bring it all back to Capital Knot, and I really kind of want to bring them back to Capital Knot.
Now, bringing it to Capital Knot, would that,
That completes the order and gives me the max amount of likes. That being said, if I drop them all off at Waystation, I still get likes for them, but I don't get, like, conclusion for it.
Yeah.
Now, you also see that there's this like, demarcation here. These are indications of what's on the network and what isn't. So anything that's not on the network says disconnected from Cairo network, and we don't have any anything, whether it be NPC placed or well, I'm gonna dump all this for actually no, let's not do that. Let's just auto arrange all that shit. There we go. So we don't have a thing that's gonna fall off immediately. Alright, now here's the thing here. This is a sheer drop. I love these things. Why? Climbing anchors.
Climbing anchors?
Yeah, climbing ropes.
Nice.
Incredibly useful things. Because I can't take a dive off. I will die, and all my shit's gonna get broken.
But you can climb down.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're used for. And for climbing back up, too. Like, this game heavily disincentivizes you to just go completely reckless until you know what you're doing. Like, once you know what you're doing, you can totally go, nah, fuck it, YOLO, and just drive a fucking car off a cliff and GTA it. And at that point, that's totally fine.
I can't wait till you start doing that with motorcycle shit.
I love doing motorcycle shit in this game.
Remind me to draw your avatar riding a bike. Remind me to draw your avatar riding a bike. I've been meaning to draw your avatar riding a bike forever.
Oh yeah. Like if you have my permission, you have my permission to draw Tsunami in Bridges gear driving a reverse strike.
Yeah.
I will, because that means I can use it for thumbnails.
Yeah. All right.
And more points if you can do like a Shinkawa-esque kind of thing.
Yeah.
You're not required to, but it'd be really fucking rad if you could do.
If you have reference images, just send it to me and I'll do it.
Certainly.
Maybe custom pieces. I have permissions open. Hit me up on my Twitter.
Do I get this? I can't even joke about getting discount. I will pay for it. Don't worry.
No, you do get the discount because you're my best friend.
Flutter's eyes.
And I love you.
Flutter's eyelashes more.
You.
No, you.
No, you.
We're not doing this fight. You know I'm gonna win this.
We will fight.
Alright. Cool thing also you can do with ladders. Use them as...
across the water as a bridge.
Yep. I find that, like, is an incredibly smart way to do it. I wish there was more things you could do. Like, I kind of wish, though I don't think this is an ability that you can do with what the code has. I wish there was a way that you could easily or be able to just, like, tie a ladder to a rope and just do some dumb bullshit. Now, granted, of course... Like, granted, I completely understand that it's not a thing. Or shouldn't be a thing, because that kind of takes away from the whole, like, network aspect of it, but, like, coming up with kit bash, like, ways to do things that I thought would be really cool. Though it's kind of difficult to do in terms of coding. So I'm not really expecting a total huge bunch of things.
Yeah.
And finally, we're here.
Yay! Oh, this is the place that has the first really bad, trashy motorcycle you can take.
Yeah, but I don't think we don't get motorcycles until we get to Wind Farm, I think. Like, I think we get motorcycles, like, at the end of Port Knot or Wind Farm. I don't remember which. Let me in. The requested cargo. Also, I love that you can zoom through menus by just holding A. I love that that's a feature they put in. It then saves my brain of going, I just have to worry about it.
Yep.
Thank you. We've all been feeling the loss of Central Knot City. No one seemed to know what it meant for the organization, or the UCA, or us. The oxytocin will take the edge off, and that'll be a big help. Won't be long.
This is literally, we gave them happy pills, by the way. Like, literally, this is the same, like, brain dopamine pops of getting likes. Like, it is a tracked thing of players or people that take oxytocin get dopamine hits like this. So this is just, we're giving them stuff to not go, like, completely depressed by a nuke taking out the capital, effectively.
I mean, fair. Lots of people are gonna need therapy after that.
Yep. There we go, 2 stars off of that. Give me a level up. Okay, fine.
You're with the second team, right? Where are the others?
Dead. Caught in the void out.
No way.
Hi,
That one
monkey.
blast got 'em all?
Hi, kitty.
And what, they just
Hi.
sent you out on your
Hi.
own? I mean, if it was just a delivery, that'd be one thing. Porters come through from time
Sorry,
to time.
Chungy's demanding attention. Oh, and here comes Chicken.
Cupid, they were gonna 3 years we've been waiting for help. 3 years.
Also, imagine being underground for 3 years.
Yikes.
Tell me you brought...
I have claustrophobia. That wouldn't work. I need sunshine.
So it's true.
I'm like a plant. You have to water me and let me have sunlight.
The answer to my prayers. So what are you waiting for? You put us on the
Comment.
goddamn grid.
Insert comment here. Man, this edible ain't shit. 2 hours later. There's our first link.
Yay!
New strand established. A new day for the UCA. Waystation west of capital Knot City has joined the UCA. We can now build the post box. We can fabricate equipment, deliver lost cargo, donate weapons and equipment, and withdraw cargo. We get some more stuff now. That's not that much structures, actually. Odd.
Connection to capital Knot City confirmed. It's really happening. Just like Amelie promised. We can finally do what we came here to do. Hey, you're headed west, right?
Need a soda.
Gonna be a lot of people happy to see you. Guess you'll keep on till you hit the coast, huh? Which means you'll get to see Amelie in person. Oh, that's something. That is really something. Me, I've never met her. Only seen her hollow messages back when I was
Am I
the first
on? I should be on the network.
Well, anyway, you best be careful on the road. There's some bad people out there. More than good, some say. But I don't need to tell you that.
Thank you, Sam. By bringing that way station into the Cairo network, you've put it in direct
Adrian was
contact
wondering
with those of us
if,
back here in Capital Knot
next
City.
time I'm on the couch, if he could join
What's
in.
next?
Certainly.
Like with a little avatar and everything.
Structures our previous
Sure.
expedition put in place, and beyond them is your next.
Just gotta get a
expedition,
transparent background
Fort
avatar.
Knot City.
Yep,
It's on the shore
easily
of a
done.
crater
I know
lake
how to do that.
formed after the first void out. Your objective
I wonder
is to
which
lift
character
up
he'll
Fort
pick.
and Capital Knot.
Don't know.
But to do that, you'll need to
Yeah.
utilize our facilities as additional waypoints. They'll be essential for establishing a stable connection. Given the distance we need to cover, we're looking at using a distribution center and a power station, as to which you should head for first. Start with
Start
the
with the distro center.
We've got some cargo that needs delivering anyway.
Also, you might notice there's a gap in that area for a reason.
Yep.
Because, Hideo Genius Kojumbo,
Your hard work's paying off, Sam.
I think,
Increase in network capacity.
hold on.
HQ is now in a position to provide you with additional materials and support. Should prove useful.
Hideo Kojima went, hey, all my celebrity friends, do you want to be in a video game?
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of them, like, got 3D scanned into the game. Not all of them, like, do this, their own voices. But up there is Jeff Keighley, the Dorito Pope himself. He's named down as Luden's fan because he's a really big fan of Kojima and a friend of his. I believe there's a couple of others in there too that I'm not going to spoil, but
Good work, Sam.
I am
Feel
super
free to submit it
excited.
here for processing.
I mean, if you want, you can also make pictures of our avatars being like bridges, stuff like with the uniforms and shit.
I would love to do that. Us holding up BD-28 like our child.
Yeah.
Our infant. Our permanent infant.
I mean, like, you know me and my policy on like fan art. I love it.
Yeah. Isn't it a lucky thing that you're friends with some pretty talented artists?
Mm-hmm. All right. So Sherlockers.
On that note, something that bothers me a lot that happened to me recently is somebody hitting me up trying to be my friend just to get free art. Like
Fuck
on
that.
Twitter. Like, listen, guys, I'm happy to do art for my friends because they're my friends and I have an interaction with them and I like drawing our characters next to each other. It's fun. It's not fun when random people are like, OMG, can you draw me? It's like, sure, you got money?
Basically. Like, at a certain point, like, I love my friends being able to... Ooh, Bedlam has art. But, like, I love having, like, friends that do art, but I hope I never become the friend that goes, hey, do you want to draw art for me? Hey? Why aren't you drawing art for me? Streamer, please, kind of thing. Like, no, fuck that.
No.
Art is labor.
I really like you, so I want to draw your characters in mind banging.
Jesus. I mean, yeah, but Jesus.
We're friends if I try to hook up your character with one of mine.
True. Okay, rare metal. I can't do that yet. So, you know what? I'm just gonna bring all this back and see if actually do one thing before I forget. System. I'm not in online mode. Huh.
That might be. There's no
Should be on. Yeah, I was about to say, like, there should be way more structures. Options. Game settings. Login upon launch. Alright, spoilers. Shared content. Yep. Launch photo mode. Tips. I don't see anything. I didn't know there was Cyberpunk 2077 stuff in here. Hell yeah.
That's another game I really do actually want to play.
You should. It's really good.
As soon as I have, like, the time and the money, Adrian and I are going to be investing in a gaming computer, and it will be one of the games that I pick up.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the new one? No, that's the empty soda. Where's the
Hold
other
on. I want to see what the Japanese audio sounds like.
You fucking weeb.
It's... What?
Nothing. I am also in that cult.
Yeah, I was about to say, what the I just realized Amelie is holding a baby. Why is Amelie holding a baby?
That's a good question.
Concerning .jpg. Why would you be holding a baby? What's the point of that?
Whose baby is it? Where did she get the baby?
When you... Well, you see... Hold on.
When a mommy and a daddy love each other very much, not always a mommy and a daddy though. When two people love each other very much,
What will the clears talk about in this closet?
I don't think I like that as much as I want.
Which?
The audio is weird.
Yeah.
Like, I'm usually someone that really likes listening to like Japanese dubs if they have it.
Yep.
Hold up.
I just like the sound of the language more.
True.
Normally. It's the same reason that I'll listen to most things in their original with subtitles, because the language sounds nicer. And there are lots of good dubs that do a lot of hard work into making their their dubs like very, very good. But it's usually just better in the original language, personally. I know that not everybody agrees with me, and not everybody has the attention span to read while they watch TV. But I enjoy reading, and I read where I can. And recently, that's been the subtitles on my YouTube videos.
Yep, that makes sense. All right, so Benjamin Hancock, that's Mules and BTs and a river. Okay, Mules I know how to deal with. That's not terribly difficult.
What are mules?
Mules are the like hijackers. They're the ones that go like, "I want your fucking packages, gimme." They're chill most of the time. They're the ones you have to sneak around, but you can incapacitate them pretty nicely. And if you incapacitate them all, you get their stuff pretty easily, which is very good if you need it. I'm gonna get a couple ladders. All right, how big are these? That's not too bad, actually. Yeah, works for me. That's just 6 smalls. I can work with that. Also, like, interesting thing about dubs that I noted is that, like, when it comes to, what an automated, like, voice is supposed to sound like, Japanese and American is very different, but in a very interesting way.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
it's
I like that.
Oh, hey, I need that.
The cultural depictions of different common themes in media is a great way to determine the differences in cultures based on themes presented. So, you know, a sci-fi book in America might not be received very well because of the tone, but it could be received very well in, say, Europe or China because of the same thing.
Right.
And it's just about who and what you're writing for. That's why a lot of books actually get changes done based on where they're published. Not just change linguistic things like slang for one word in, English is not the same in American.
Right.
They do also change themes in books sometimes. And that's usually with poorly written books, that they change actual themes in the literature. Or have it censored based on the government that's approving the publication or whatever.
Hold on 1 second.
Talking about this kind of stuff.
No, it's very cool. I just needed to make sure I had chat up too. Because like part of the thing about this is that like I know my focus is more on the like depictions of the characters personally, and like what the difference is between the wording, the colloquialisms, and all that kind of stuff is, because that's the things I can notice the most. Yeah. Also, these are mule sensor posts, so.
Yeah.
その場所に留まっていては危ない。逃げるんだ。連中に追いつかれるな。早く目的地へ向かうんだ。
Like, it's the wording that I love the most, honestly. Because I've played enough like games like Yakuza and Samurai Warriors and all that kind of shit, where I've heard these phrases in the specific order so many times that I kind of know what they're saying even without the translation. And even if I don't know the actual words, it's more of the the gist of it that I get pretty easily.
It's
oh,
kind
good.
Of like how I.
Hold on, these are actually online stuff. Okay, cool.
Hey.
So we did get people. There just isn't as many as there are in what's it called? What is the word I'm looking for? Yeah, basically.
We were talking about how with Japanese you understand or get the gist of what people are saying. I'm the same way with Spanish. When I was young, my parents, because kids absorb language easier when they're younger. My sister and I took an introductory Spanish course that an older Hispanic woman ran out of the basement. And it was sort of a child's learning area. She did daycare and Spanish introduction. It was mostly for Hispanic kids to learn English, but Greta and I went to English kids, or to American kids learning Spanish. So, and it was super fun, and I didn't absorb as much as I wished I had. But I know enough Spanish to tell people, please slow down, I don't speak Spanish. Or speak Spanish very well, please have mercy on me.
I know my pickup of it was when I was working in a burger joint. Oh, never mind.
Yikes.
I love how they're just waving their fucking chopsticks at the air going, no, get away!
Here comes the rain.
And now it's BT territory, and I don't have anything to do with BTs yet.
Nothing but your fear.
My fear and my copious amounts of Metal Gear Solid play. If we get to distro, that's gonna be actually pretty easy. I just need to get to distro and like pass. Also,
I'm totally fine couching with you whenever you're doing Death Stranding.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'm planning on doing it Tuesdays.
Great. Sounds like a regular date.
I mean, I'm down with that. Alright. Hold on, you have Discord up, right?
Yeah, I have Discord up.
Can you check RP Room 3 and see if Retri responded yet?
Yeah.
Also, I love that this is a feature. I can just hold down B and just rest whenever I want to. It slowly helps me regen stamina. And it's also just allows me to save the game there too. Yeah, I actually don't like the Japanese voice. I'm gonna keep it honest with you.
Sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's a miss.
Well, it's not that it's just definitely not like it's bad. This is definitely more along the lines of the language settings. There we go. Damn, they dubbed this all okay, not bad. I'm impressed that they dubbed it so much.
Yeah.
Like that's I want to say 10 different dubs.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Well, it was a very big release. Like they announced this like 2 years in advance, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, enjoy it. At least while it lasts.
Yep, okay. Yeah, it's weird is that, like, I expected Japanese dub, I expected all these dubs, I'm just impressed that there are so many dubs.
Mm-hmm. Nope. Nothing in room 3 yet.
Okay.
Hi, Chunky. Hi again, cutie.
I also love how, like, the time, like, it makes actual sense how the Timefall, like, legit fucked up so much infrastructure that people cannot deal with it. Like, having the ground basically, like, whelm you at any given chance is a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
Like, look at all this.
Yeah.
And this is just on a day-to-day basis kind of thing. Uh-oh.
There used to be a road here, but they're all gone now. Like, it really puts emphasis on the earth reclaiming everything.
Nature is healing.
Yeah. Because humans are a plague.
No, humans aren't necessarily what I call a plague. It's humans with a lack of care for the rest of where they live that are a plague.
You know, a sense of decency or, you know, humanity.
Okay, hold on. I want to see where the BTs are. There you are. Fun fact, you can kill a BT by pissing on it.
What? Really?
Yeah, but it's really hard to do.
I would imagine so.
Well, the thing is that, like, you can't really angle it effectively. Like, there is an option to piss, and I'm willing to bet Hideo Kojima probably has, like, some kind of in-joke about Lamau pissing. Because it's been... Oh, fuck me, there's babies. Hold on. There are smaller BTs that are watchers that are, basically will raise the alarm if they spot me. So I need to be more careful. And they're harder to hit, too. But since we don't have any tools to actually hit any of them, we're kind of... Hold on. Why he cheeked up? That BT was cheeked up. Why?
Oh, yeah, he was.
What for, sir?
Do you think that the BTs are ghosts of the people that have been consumed by them?
They're not quite clear. Shh, are you fucking serious? Hold on. No. It's okay, baby. It's okay. Okay. I just need to not fuck this up. I've never actually had detection this early. Huh. And I should have saved that ladder for this. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, this is getting into Luden's or this is going into LF territory right here. Like, this section right here is the Luden's fans territory. It's never going to get connected. But right there is where we need to go. Just gotta stand here for a bit. Take it slow. Just vibe. We just can't move that quickly, else we run into problems. And trust me, trying to get your shit out of a river, not fun. Alright, we should be out.
Something wrong, Sam?
I don't know. Kid doesn't look so hot.
Baby, no.
Nothing to worry about.
Poor
Instructions
baby.
are temporarily suspended, but they can be restored. I can perform the necessary maintenance at a distribution center. Hurry, though.
BB suffering from autotoxemia. We better fucking book it.
When the strain on your BB
What is
exceeds sustainable levels,
autotoxemia?
it triggers the production of harmful compounds, and the body, in essence, begins
Explaining
to
it right
attack
now.
itself. It's called autotoxemia. If your BB's not performing to spec, drop by
Oh,
your
poor
private room and see
baby.
if the incubator helps.
Also, note how they're talking about BB like they're an object. There you are. There you are. There you are. That's my boy. Promise it's completely dead, so we're gonna have to like deal with it later.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Decontaminating suit. Rest is advised.
Oh, interesting. He ties his hair back when he's wearing it. Cool. All right, let's make this delivery.
What does the Luden's mask do?
It just keeps his hair down and gives him a fun, like a relatively funny-looking pair of sunglasses.
Mm-hmm.
Way station talked so well about you. Sam Bridges, with the second expedition, right? The guy expanding the chiral network on his lonesome when he's not out making deliveries. So what'd you bring us? Let's see it. Talk about above and beyond. Thanks. Must have had to pass through BT territory to get here too, didn't you? They weren't joking when they said you were a legend.
Bro, I just worked for UPS. What the fuck? There we go.
Okay. Do you mind connecting us to the network?
Hey.
Also, I'm surprised this game is running so decently. Like, all things considered, I'm surprised. I was expecting it to chug my computer really hard.
I'm happy that it's not.
Yeah. It means it was like handled really nicely.
Look at this whole magic syncing to the network shit. I'm totally stealing this image for updating Violas.
Boy, if you don't get your ass out of my brain.
Sam, as always, thanks for bringing more folks into the UCA.
As more facilities join the UCA, no, we're not doing a Sean Connery impression. British XQ will be able to provide additional functionality to those facilities, such as the ability to fabricate equipment and weapons via the delivery terminal. The range of available weapons and equipment may increase, and new terminal functions and information may be added as things progress.
Nice.
Mules and Drone Syndrome, Bridge Babies, and Timefall. You get mail, data, and we can recycle stuff now. There we go. There's some signs. Okay. So, on PS4, where I played this originally, this place got completely filled with signs, and the game got more signs as you progress further in.
Yeah.
Because just more people played it.
Looks like we're on the chiral network. And with those materials you brought for our chiral printer, we can produce supplies for you here as needed. Think of it as our way of returning the favor. Now head west, and keep on doing what you do.
Keep on keeping on.
Good. The distro center's on the network.
Sam, do me a favor. Take your BB to a private room and connect it to the incubator.
Are you ready for some fuck shit?
Yes.
Here we go. Oh, it's all thankfully dialogue, but it's still implications are heavy.
Mm-hmm.
This verse sucks. Let's put it that way.
Dead man, you there? Little help? Okay, Sam. Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator.
Look how worried he is about his child.
Wouldn't you be?
Mm-hmm.
It's in.
Good. A temporary excessive stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
Mother?
Located in the capital Knot City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A still mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and the BB. And you, in turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability to sense BTs. These pods were designed to simulate the conditions inside a still mother's womb. BBs need to believe they're in one at all times to function properly. However, we can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with a still mother via the chiral network. There. The update is in progress. Right now, the pod is synchronizing with the still mother in capital Knot City and reconfiguring its settings based on the latest data. Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Gigabrain looking ass.
Looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on.
So you can tell that they, like...
You should remember that BBs are just equipment.
Look.
Try not to get attached. Each one has been physically removed from its still mother's womb.
You should remember that BBs are just equipment, try not to get attached. Then why were you looking at it like it was a baby?
Exactly.
No BB on record has remained in service for over a year. It may need to be retired before this expedition is over.
And then? You saying there's no way to keep my BB alive?
You must understand, there is still a great deal we don't know about BBs. As we expand the chiral network and recover more past data, perhaps we'll find our answers. Oh, right. You asked me to look into why the BTs might be reacting to your blood. I spoke with Hartman.
That's gonna give it a shit.
We should have your results soon. Anyway, get some rest. You and your BB are both exhausted. Good night, Sam.
Think about it this way. This is an apocalypse where the only way to even have a chance of being able to sense an invincible enemy before we find them, before they find us, is
Losing a child from a dead mother's body.
Yep.
Which
Also,
is horrific.
Yeah.
What's really awful, I think, is how that was Deadman, right?
Yep.
Is how Deadman was like, oh, well, the more you expand the chiral network, the more likely we are to, have our answers. Like, no, dude, you just want him to expand the chiral network. Don't try and manipulate him like this.
Sam? Can you see me?
How are things over there?
Still not under guard. Still not chained up. Still can't leave. But if you can keep making connections, if you can get to me, we can go back east. Back home. Thank you. I mean that.
I thought you meant it in the first place. Don't be weird.
It's bad.
Monster!
There are fewer and fewer people in the cities these days. No one's having children anymore. But humans aren't made for living alone. They're supposed to come together to help one another. And if we as a people can't do that, if we can't reconnect...
Looks like Retribution applied to roleplay room 3.
Time to look at that. Oh, fuck off! Fuck off, 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 fuck off.
What?
If Retri knows this song, there's gonna be a lot of questions that need to be answered by the lore at this point.
There are a lot of things that Retri can know.
Well, it's like Bridget said.
Because Retri is an old star.
Yeah, I know.
Come on. Rebuilding America isn't gonna get rid of the BTs.
But,
as long as they're still around, there's no escaping it.
But at least we'll have hope.
I also love the promise that Bastila and Cerulean made. I think that's so fucking neat.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was surprised when when you threw that in there a little bit, and I was like, sure, we'll roll with this.
Well, that was the thing, is like, Bastila basically did it as a form of a insurance policy?
Yeah, I was gonna say, an insurance policy. You don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
They made that bond, and they both have their respective bracelets from it.
Mm-hmm. One would say they could be a cufflink.
Hello, Sam. This is
That
Hartman.
still looks like
Since
the
you're awake,
thinner,
it might behoove
more
you to
friendly version
To that
Mhm.
of
Why not take
the
a shower?
cuffs in this.
It's good for the body and soul.
And it's
also,
got
my research
the
has it
blue light pulses. It doesn't stay static like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to draw it for you.
Also, why doesn't he use soap?
Because the shower has decontaminant already in it.
This is Hartman. Deadman relayed your request to me.
It's like specifically designed for washing chiralium off the body, is what they said.
Of your shower water in order to study the effects your bodily fluids might have on a BT.
Study other people with dooms?
If you're taking a sample of your shower, it's important to study the effects of your bodily fluid.
Inconclusive. But you possess other singular qualities, being a repatriate as well.
I like also that Sam is not the only person in the world that's a repatriate. Like, Die Harmon's one too.
Waste products. Dry relic. Dispensing.
There. Take the sample with you. Should the opportunity arise, try using it on a BT. I'm curious to see how they react. Who
EX
knows?
grenade number
May
0.
even prove beneficial to you. There was an old research paper detailing the effects of bodily fluids from individuals like us on BTs. It is only by recovering these materials that we can unearth the knowledge of the past. Not just the Death Stranding, but also the mystery of your body's unique properties and even our doom's affliction. There may well be hope for humanity. Sam, I have no interest in rebuilding America. I want to recover the past. Oh, it's almost time.
After you make your connections and nothing happens, then what? I said, then what?
Convenient.
Sam.
Sorry to bother you while you're taking a break, but I figured you'd want to hear this. Hell, maybe it'll help you rest easier. We received a number of messages addressed to you. I've not taken a look myself, but I gather they're mostly from your clients. You should see if they contain any useful information. Mail can be accessed via your cufflinks, as well as the terminal in your private room. There's something else I'd like to share with you.
Is it Monster?
With the chiral network, we now have the power to reclaim our past. Data once thought lost forever from every corner of America can be pieced back together from fragmented records. Our archives are still a work in progress, of course. But as we expand the network and integrate more way stations and cities, we'll be able to recover more and more information.
Why does he look like he smelled something
such as
bad?
the previous expedition's logs and
Probably because he's tired of everybody's
everything they
bullshit.
sent back was lost
I don't
when
blame him.
Central Knot City was destroyed.
Probably smells really bad with all that
managed to
crap
restore
coming out of
some
their
already,
mouths.
in fact. You can access them from a private room terminal, or you might make...
Okay, read the archives. Yes, I get it. Archives are actually useful in this game. The mail is more important.
That's another thing I can't wait to explore with you guys in What Lies Beyond is the fact that there's a lot of data that's just missing. Like, there's a lot of history and knowledge that was left behind and lost. So, specifically you talking with Taurus, Bastilla talking with Taurus, I really look forward to that.
Wait, what's going on in the selfie board? Oh, hey, it's Jess.
Woo, Jess.
See the sunset. No day is ending. All right. So basically, these. Sorry, I was getting distracted. These mails come with likes and give us rundowns of what's been going on during the game too. I'm not going to read all of them right now, but I'm going to check in at least so we can check for stuff like this, because we get extra likes and we also get information in the yellow items and stuff. The data, on the other hand, I'm not as fussy. I thought those were all just Amoguses. I thought those were all Amoguses. The interviews, on the other hand, very useful. But I don't want to do it yet. I'll do it probably like next stream or something like that. What time is it? It's 3:30 or 3 hours 30 so far. That's not bad. Good. I think it's probably a good time to actually end it for a night.
Yeah.
Second. Yeah. I don't want to stream too late, and I want to make sure I can raid whoever else is still on. So give me a second. Let me see if I can do the offline. Actually, before you do you want to plug anything?
Yes, I actually have an announcement to make.
Yes.
We have a date for Adrian's treatment.
Yay!
We have a date. We still need to do fundraising because we're going to have to do maintenance checkups and things after the treatment, after the main treatment. And we have to make sure we've got everything all set up. But we are going down on the 23rd at 3 o'clock.
Nice! Congrats!
That's relatively soon. 13 days.
You'll be able to make it there, I promise.
Yes, we're so excited. It's a huge weight off of our shoulders. I have to go update the GoFundMe. Thank you for plugging that in the chat. Also, I have a Twitter, Rosefire with a Y Art. So Rosefire Art, fire with a Y. And you can hit me up there, and I have commissions open. And anything that I get from commissions immediately goes to treating Adrian with his chlamydia. So,
you. Happy to be here. Happy to have you guys.
Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you.
No problem. I like hanging out with you.
All right, give me a second to start sending offline. All right. As a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being with us tonight. I think tomorrow is going to be a little bit earlier of a stream, around 4 p.m. We're going to be doing some MMO. Probably going to be 14. Do some casual progression because I believe my session 0 is later that day, and don't want to miss that. And then Friday or Saturday is going to be free choice. I'll figure out what to do then. Maybe even a community thing. Until then, I'm going to send you all on a raid. Give me a second. And as per usual, if you're watching and you are not already following, please feel free to hit follow. It gets you an update on when I'm going to be streaming. I also have a Twitter, which is same name, Law of Tsunami. And you'll be able to also join a Discord that should be in any of the schedules I post. I usually update my Discord link every week, so if in case you find a outdated link, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to update it for you. In the meantime... yeah, Riley's playing Final Fantasy XIV. Time to go raid them. As one last time, thank you very much for being here. I've been Law Tsunami. This has been Rosefire Art. We appreciate you for joining us on our dive today. Sending you to your next dive in 3, 2, 1.
Bye-bye!
And 1 second.
Hello, hello?
You're still here. I'm just making sure the raid goes through successfully.
Yep.
Come on. There we go. Somehow, someway. Let's quit the game. Actually, did I save? No, I did not. There we go. Okay, good. Wait for this to go all the way through. Because it's still lurking and still taking forever. There we go. Alright, and we are